The reserve clause in MLB was a clause that basically stated you were with the team that signed you. There was no in between, no free agency, nothing like that. Unless a team willingly traded you or got rid of you, you were with that team. The 1970s changed all of that. In 1975, Andy Messersmith and Dave McNally were declared free agents, effectively ending baseball's reserve clause. Catfish Hunter was declared a free agent in December of 1974 following a breach of contract dispute, and all of that kind of started with Curt Flood and Marvin Miller teaming together to sue MLB alleging federal antitrust laws in 1970. This created the free agency era in MLB. I'm Nick Dwyer here with the 10th inning. Today we will be going through the top 4 pitchers of the free agency era. At number 4, we have Steve Carlton. Carlton pitched from 1977 to 1988 with a 38 WAR, going 161 and 118, posting a 3.34 ERA in 345 games started, throwing complete games in 96 of them, 22 shutouts, in 2,513 and 2/3 innings, 2,025 strikeouts, 872 walks, a 1.247 whip, a 3.29 FIP, a 2.32 strikeout to walk ratio, a 1.14 ERA plus, and 3 Cy Young awards. Carlton may be more remembered for his fantastic 1972 season, but he was also great in the free agency era, which was 1977 to 1993. Starting the era great, Carlton won a Cy Young during the 1977 season with a lead in 23 wins while posting a very good 2.64 ERA with the Phillies. At 33 years old, entering the 1978 season, Carlton was potentially slowing down, but another strong season came, winning 16 games, though he did lose 13, going with a 2.84 ERA. A down season in ERA came in 1979, but Carlton recorded 213 strikeouts to go with 18 wins and a 3.62 ERA. The fading looked to be there, but he turned the clock back in 1980, posting a 2.34 ERA to go with a lead in 24 wins and 286 strikeouts. This also came with a leading 162 ERA plus, and this brought his second Cy Young of the era and third overall. Carlton was the ace of the World Series Phillies team, going 2-0 in the series with the Royals for their World Series victory. 1980 was also the last season that saw a pitcher go 300 or more innings. That was Carlton with a leading 304. 13 wins and a 2.42 ERA came in 1981, before Carlton led the league in wins again in 1982 with 23, while posting a 3.1 ERA. Another lead in 286 strikeouts came during that season, and Carlton won his third Cy Young of the era and fourth overall, the first to ever do so. Carlton had nothing else to prove, and though his dominance in the era was done, 1983 saw a good year, winning 15 games, leading the lead with 275 strikeouts, though he had a losing record with 16 losses. 1984 was Carlton's last decent season, going 13-7 with a 3.58 ERA, but he was now entering his age 40 season, and he fell quickly. Going 1-8 with a 3.33 ERA in 1985, Carlton then jumped between teams through 1988, going a combined 16-36 with a 4.95 ERA to end his career. Though the end of his career was rough and hurt his era overall, Carlton was easily one of the top pitchers of his time in the league and easily one of the best in the era. Next in the era, we look at another lefty in Ron Guidry. Guidry pitched from 1977 to 1988 in the era, compiling a 48 WAR, going 170 and 90 with a 3.27 ERA in 322 games started, throwing complete games in 95 of them, 26 of which were shutouts, 2,360 in the third innings pitched, 1,751 strikeouts, 620 walks, a 1.179 whip, a 3.28 FIP, a 2.82 strikeout to walk ratio, a 1.20 ERA plus, and 1 Cy Young award. Ron Guidry tends to get overlooked in the annals of baseball history, but he was one of the best of the era and best lefties seen. Entering year 3 in 1977, Guidry won 16 games to go with a 2.82 ERA after struggling in 2 prior seasons. It looked like he could be the next best pitcher. 1978 all but proved that correct, leading the AL with 25 wins, 9 shutouts, and a 1.74 ERA. Guidry posted a 2.08 ERA plus and had only 3 losses on the season en route to winning his only Cy Young award. Though 1979 saw his numbers dwindle slightly compared to 1978, he still won 18 games to go with a league best 2.78 ERA. He finished third in the Cy Young award race that season. Guidry fell a bit in 1980, winning 17 games to go with a 3.56 ERA, but in 1981, he was right back, posting a 2.76 ERA, though he only managed 11 wins in 21 starts. 14 wins and a 3.81 ERA came in 1982 before another 20-win season came in 1983, going 21-9 with a 3.42 ERA. The ERA was nothing special, and it continued to fall in 1984, winning 10 games with a 4.51 ERA. Looking to be fading, Guidry's last great season came in 1985, leading the lead with 22 victories to go with a 3.27 ERA. Guidry finished second in the Cy Young race that season, and that was where his career basically ended. Lasting 3 more seasons, Guidry went under 500 the rest of his career, winning 9, 5, then 2 games through 1988, posting a combined 3.91 ERA. Guidry's prime was short, but when he was on, he was great, and had he lasted longer, he may have been in that 2 or 1 spot. However, quitting after the 1988 season helped him save a little on his ERA and earned him the number 3 spot on this list. Going to number 2, we have one of the most well-known names of all time, not just in his era, but of any pitcher, in Nolan Ryan. Ryan pitched from 1977 to 1993 in the era, compiling a 54.7 WAR, going 202 and 176 with a 3.24 ERA in 513 games started, throwing complete games in 106 of them, 31 of which were shutouts, 3,451 innings pitched, 3,629 strikeouts, 1,615 walks, a 1.217 whip, a 2.93 FIP, a 2.25 strikeout to walk ratio, and a 113 ERA+. Nolan Ryan was already in the middle of his career when the era started, but the free agency era was easily his best. Ryan started the era well, posting his best ERA at 2.77 to go with 19 wins and a leading 341 strikeouts and 204 walks. Ryan had a blistering fastball that could get past anybody, but he also had no clue where it was going sometimes. Ryan was never on the best teams, and therefore his win-loss record didn't help him out, and that showed in the next 3 seasons, going 10-13 in 1978 with a 3.72 ERA, 16-14 in 1979 with a 3.6 ERA, and 11-10 in 1980 with a 3.35 ERA. 1978 and 1979 were with the Angels before 1980 saw Ryan join the Astros, and in 2 of these 3 seasons, Ryan led the league in strikeouts with 260 in 1978 and 223 in 1979. Ryan's blistering strikeout days were past, but as we were getting deeper into the era, Ryan also started to limit the walks as well. 1981 saw Ryan's best season in limited action as he led the league with a 1.69 ERA, winning 11 games in 21 starts. What most likely would have earned him a Cy Young in a full season earned him 4th place. 1982 through 1986 saw Ryan win 64 games, posting a 3.28 combined ERA. Ryan was never great with ERA over this time like the best, but he was very consistently in the low 3s, making him one of the best. 1987 then saw him lead the league in ERA at 2.76, though he went 8-16 due to the team. Ryan was back to leading the league in strikeouts with 270, something he'd also accomplished in 1988, 1989, and 1990. 228, 301, and 232 came over that time frame, and Ryan was easily the best strikeout pitcher of the era and potentially of all time. The ERA was in the mid-3s for the time frame, sitting at 3.38 to go with 41 wins over those 3 seasons. Ryan's career then lasted 3 more seasons until age 46, where he posted a 2.91 ERA in 1991 before a 3.72 and 4.88 ERA came in 1992 and 1993. Longevity helped Ryan out a lot, as he was never necessarily the best pitcher for any great number of seasons, but his overall line of work makes him one of the best, just behind another man with a blistering fastball in Roger Clemens. That's right, number 1 is Roger Clemens, who pitched from 1984 to 1993 in the era. Compiling a 65.1 WAR, Clemens went 163 and 86 with a 2.94 ERA in 301 games started, throwing complete games in 91 of them, 35 of which were shutouts, 2,222 and 2/3 innings, 2,033 strikeouts, 619 walks, a 1.123 whip, a 2.75 FIP, a 3.28 strikeout to walk ratio, a 145 ERA+, 3 Cy Young Awards, and 1 MVP. Roger Clemens is easily one of the best pitchers of all time, and it all started with his work in the middle of the free agency era. Coming up in 1984, Clemens won 9 games in his rookie season to go with a 4.32 ERA, before 7 wins in 1985 and a 3.29 ERA. A full season wasn't seen in either of these, but in 1986, there was one, and Clemens led the league with 24 wins and a 2.48 ERA to go with a league best 169 ERA plus and a .969 WHIP. This led to Cy Young number 1 and MVP, and suddenly, Clemens was near the top of the league. 1987 saw a slip from 1986, but slightly. Clemens still led the lead with 20 wins to go with a 2.97 ERA and a leading 7 shutouts en route to his second Cy Young Award. 18 wins, a 2.93 ERA, and leading 8 shutouts and 291 strikeouts came in 1988, and though Clemens finished 6th in the Cy Young race that year, there was no pitcher better. Clemens was already at his best, and in 1989 he had his quote worst season in this bunch, going 17-11 with a 3.13 ERA. Not bad by any means. Clemens bounced back with a huge 1990, winning 21 games to go with a league best 1.93 ERA and 4 shutouts, finishing second in the Cy Young race. 1991 then saw Clemens win 18 games to go with a league best 2.62 ERA, 241 strikeouts, and 4 shutouts, helping him secure his third and final Cy Young Award of the era. 1992 was the last great year for Clemens in the era, winning 18 games to go with a league best 2.41 ERA and 5 shutouts. Finishing third in the Cy Young race, Clemens then fell off in 1993, winning 11 games while losing 14 to go with a 4.46 ERA. This is where the era ended, and Clemens, though only in the lead for 10 seasons, was already one of the best pitchers of all time, and had a run of dominance that only few could live up to at that point, easily making him one of the best pitchers of the era and of all time at that point. So that's our list, the top 4 pitchers of the free agency era up to 1993. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Let me know down in the comment section. The next era we will be looking at is the heralded steroid era, going from 1994 to 2004.